My aunt refused to babysit me ever again. This story happened to me when I was in middle school, and I will never forget it. This took place around the time I was 11, 13 years old in my mom's boyfriend's hometown. I'm now 25. Both my mother and I had experienced many unnerving moments in that house. We are both sensitive, while her boyfriend was skeptical. Some of my own experiences there include books falling from my bookshelf, never being able to sleep with the light off due to the overwhelming sense of fear, hangers being flung from the closet, and some of the worst episodes of sleep paralysis I have ever had even to this day. One night, which I will never forget, led me to sleep in my mother's bed for the first time in years. I had an episode of sleep paralysis where two pairs of eyes flashed in front of me while my own were closed, and something crawled up from under my bed, laid on my side, and breathed into my ear. I could not move, open my eyes, and nothing came out when I tried to scream. I will never forget that night, and I have not experienced a worse episode since. I was into drawing, and one day I drew a demon girl, which I'd never done before, or drawn since. Very out of character for me. I hung it up outside of my bedroom door, and my mum removed it from the home and burned it because she was so horrified of what she had experienced in that house. Alright, on to the story. One night during the week, my mom and her then boyfriend were going to be out of town. I had school the next day, so my mom had asked her sister and her boyfriend to babysit me and make sure I got to school all right. The night itself was relatively normal, and we soon all went to bed. Luckily, I slept through the whole thing, but my aunt and mom relayed to me what happened next. My aunt said that her and her boyfriend were laying awake in my mum's bed for the night on the second floor. They were just about to fall asleep when they were absolutely horrified by what they described to be the clearest, loudest woman's scream they have ever heard coming from the bottom of the stairs. They were so freaked out and were frozen for a few moments while they looked at each other to confirm what they had just heard. My aunt got up to check on me across the hall and said that I was sound asleep, with the light on of course, and when she looked over the second floor landing, she of course saw absolutely no one there. The next afternoon, when my mum and her boyfriend returned home, my mum asked, "So, how did it go? Did you hear anything?" My aunt was absolutely terrified and was not happy that my mum knew something was going on and still asked her to watch me. To this day, my aunt and husband will confirm that they know what they heard, and they refuse to ever babysit me or spend the night again. Luckily, we only lived in that house for 4 years. Once my mum and I moved out, we still had some unexplainable experiences, but never to that degree. There was definitely something in that house.